What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to I Do It Myself. I'm Wayno. How are y'all feeling? I hope you had a good weekend. I hope your mentals, your physicals is intact, and y'all ready for this week, and I'm wishing y'all the best one. If you like what it is that I do, though, hit that sub button, hit them likes, and run up that hype. Today, we are talking about Rory and Akademiks. Now, last week, Rory's former tweets, or his old tweets popped up from, 10 and 10 plus years ago with him saying a bunch of disrespectful things and negative and nasty shit jokingly about black people. But the shit ain't no joke, right? It's definitely not a joke. And he took to spaces, Twitter spaces, to be up there and casually talk about it as well. Now, you had a lot of people who was talking crazy to him that I've seen some of their tweets, and their tweets is disrespecting black women as well, being black people, being black men themselves, right? But I want to focus on what's going on right here. The shit that Rory did, on Twitter years ago is disgusting. Nobody could skip over that, even myself. With me saying that I didn't think he's a racist, I don't think that Rory has a Klan's robe in his closet. I don't think that. But to see that he says some disrespectful and vile things about my people, it's very troublesome, and I think he's a fucking clown for that. With that being said, I want to talk about him and Akademiks. Now, Akademiks and Rory have never had a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Of course, add me into the fold of being on Everyday Struggle with Akademiks. Add me into the fold of having a cordial relationship with the Joe Budden podcast, which was Rory Moore and Joe Budden at the time. And sitting and watching what everybody's doing. Now, for myself, when I was doing media, it wasn't my full time, so I didn't take it home with me. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't so immersed in it. But all of these dudes are so immersed in the shit to where the point of they be threatening each other online. Now, for me, I don't play none of that. Like, I'm not no gangster. I'm telling you straight up and down. Anybody who don't gotta like me, nothing. I would tell you straight up and down, I'm not no gangster, I'm not no street nigga, but I'm far from a pussy, and I'm not no tough guy, and you're not gonna play with me. But the way that these niggas play with each other, online, is insane. Now, Akademiks just did something that was, I feel like he's reached a new low. I'm gonna keep it 100. I feel like he's reached a new low. Now, the thing about Akademiks is this. I worked with Akademiks for about 3.5, almost 4 years, doing Everyday Struggle. And there was a character that he turns on when the camera comes on, and it's also a person that he is when the camera is off. And that's the person that I know because we spent more time talking off camera. What I mean is prepping for the show, right? Prepping for the show, and then maybe after the show, than we did doing the actual show. So that's who I know, right? That's who I'm speaking about. But the character of Akademiks has always been loud, disrespectful, over the top in a lot of different ways. And that's the brand that he's selling. I don't agree with that shit, right? But the person that I know always permitted me to look at him like, nigga, you know better. Stop acting like that. Like, you know better. But the shit that he's done this past week, you know what I mean? I think it was on Friday that he posted this picture, is something that I don't even think, if you a part of his core fan base, if you a chat nigga, you got to denounce that shit. One thing people always not joke about, they talk about that line in the Scarface movie, no women, no kids, no women, no kids, no women, no kids. And I'm a person that's always been on the side of saying there's never been no women, no kids. People have always violated women, and people have always violated kids, right? Now let's talk about this picture. I'm not going to show the picture. I'm not going to show the picture out of respect to the child and the child's mother. 4 years ago, this is Akademiks. 4 years ago, he asked Rory, you came to my house trying to be cute like you were some mob boss. I've been on your head ever since, for my protection, of course. Thought you got a 10 mil podcast deal. I don't know why you still in the hood. There's mad black women out there. Don't you hate them? Right? And he posts 3 different pictures of Rory with his daughter. He posted with her at the park, 2 pictures of him at the park, and another with him pushing her in a stroller. Now, I want to say that both Akademiks and Rory, y'all both played weird ass games with one another. Let me gather myself, because this shit, let's take a word from our sponsor. Yo, this video is brought to you by Jordan Craig Denim. Jordan Craig Denim is a brand, a family-owned brand working in streetwear business over 30 years by the way of Queens, New York. On top of that, they got everything from premium denim. They got good sweatsuits, good jackets, all types of garments and all types of accessories for any and everything you need. A lot of people have wanted. Everybody from Allen Iverson, the Moneybag Yo, Shiloh Sanders, Paul Pierce, Vin Diesel. They got something for everybody. You know it's full time. You gotta get right. Go get you one of these sweatsuits. This sweatsuit I got on in particular is extremely comfortable. I can move around in it. It's comfy. I feel like I could wear this to go outside. I could wear this to the gym. I could wear this to go get my groceries, pick up my kids from school, whatever it is I need to be doing. Good airport fit. Jordan Craig got it. So if you like this sweatsuit or any of the stuff that you've seen, make sure that you hit jordancraig.com and use my code. Like I said, you support me, you support this channel, support Jordan Craig. As I was saying, y'all both played weird games with one another, whether that's talking about each other on pods, whether that's, throwing subs on Twitter or talking directly on Twitter. Akademiks has done, I don't know how many streams on Rory and Maul, right? Talking about them and how he don't respect them because they've never built nothing. And now we at this. Where people who have nothing, an innocent child has to suffer, an innocent child has to be exposed because of her dad. See, the thing about this is, I think a lot of people would like to play. They like to play, but are they really willing to go the full extent? I'll talk about that in a moment after we watch some of these clips of Academic Stream speaking about Rory.
Fuck with y'all. Y'all are clowns. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So I wasn't with y'all on none of the, let's feel bad for y'all. Y'all are dumb as shit. If it took y'all this long for y'all to realize he didn't fuck with y'all, y'all are stupid. And I can't, as much as I don't like him, as I said, when I catch my op, I don't need everybody that don't like my op to be with me for me to get my op. I ain't with that. So for all of the black women who felt betrayed by Rory, you're a fucking moron for liking him in the first place. I got nothing. There's nothing that's like, I'm with y'all on this. Like, for what? I exposed this little nigga years ago. I exposed him years ago.
Now, Ak keeps using the word op. His op. And I think words have meaning, right? Words definitely have meaning and they have definitions. But to me, Rory's not an op. He's an obsession. You know what I'm saying? He's not an op. He's an obsession. Because he eventually goes into how he feels about him posting that picture. But before we get there, I want to talk about op for a second. See, the way the internet works now is that I always say the internet made the world flat because you at the press of a button, you can see what's going on at any place. These words that people use, this culture of drill is not just in music. It's in everyday life. You referring to somebody as an opposition. Cool. But what does that actually mean for the people who coined that word, right? Or the people who live in that world of that bullshit? Because it's all bullshit. When you see an op or you have an op, you do things to your op, right? And the way that he alludes to things the way he alludes to shit, remember that person I told you about that was off the camera? He not gonna do nothing. And he's proved it. Now, Rory, to me, is just as wrong. He's just as wrong. Yeah, if you pull up to somebody's crib that you ain't got no business at, and your intention, right? Your intention is not to go do something, and you want to drop a card off, then you deserve a lot of disrespect. You deserve a lot of bad energy, maybe even weird energy if it's coming from a weird type of nigga. But you pulled up at what cost? This is why I call both of these niggas cornballs, specifically in this situation. Both of them, because Rory, in a sense, started it, right? And he started it when he went down the line of pulling up to Akademiks' crib. Now, Akademiks in this next clip, he explains a little bit more his problems. And the thing about Ak is it's not funny, but it's the irony, right? It's like you have one person who does and puts up disrespectful tweets that could be looked at to negate a black woman's feelings. And then you have another person who's just kind of reiterating the same, like saying the same shit in a different sense as far as disrespect. I don't need y'all black women. Now, everybody, this ain't about a preference thing. I think that regardless to how you may feel preference-wise, if you're a black man, don't forget that you got a black mother. Don't forget that you have black aunts, sisters, cousins, whatever the case may be. I ain't got no kids. But don't forget that you got a moms as well. You feel me? Now, at the point where you feel disrespected, you gonna try to take this shit as far. I'm gonna take it as far as I could go. Y'all niggas, you just talking. You just talking. Let's watch more clips though.
Don't jump on some fake shit. That's why when people say, yo, why'd you tweet out a picture with this nigga? It's been up with me and him personally since then. I don't need y'all to tell me he don't like. I don't need black women. No disrespect. I don't need black women to tell me that I got my op down bad. I'm good. I don't need to piggyback with y'all. Y'all don't got no power anyway. Y'all sucked this dick for like 8 years after I've been exposed it. So when y'all are saying, why did Act just tweet out something? No, I had to tell you because I told y'all not only I exposed him then, I told you this little boy thought he was slick with me. I got the letter somewhere over here. I've never thrown it away. It's somewhere over here. I look at it, nigga, I look at it every 3 days. Let me tell you this. I've had issues with Meek Mill. Meek Mill live in Philadelphia. I actually live in Cherry Hill. Or used to live right around Cherry Hill area. That's in Jersey. Meek Mill live like literally 40 minutes away from, or used to. Then he moved to New York. I know the niggas who I'm really getting it in with, not one of them has ever shown up to this crib. Ever. But still, the point is, I have a headquarters where he lives at. So it was all fun when people said, Act, yo, you be at your crib, you think you could talk shit, nobody would, whatever. So when I told you, yo, I think some nigga pulled up to my crib, they left something in my mailbox, I read the thing out, I had mad ops, I don't know who it was. When we figured out who it was, y'all all laughed. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, you thought nobody was gonna come see about you, y'all all laughed. So now when I got people watching him while he in the park, we watching him while he taking his mama to the doctor's appointment, we watching everything, nigga. Niggas be like, yo, why would you put up a picture when he with his kid? Nigga, we don't care what going on, nigga. Did he care what was going on? Nigga, when he dropped off the letter in my mailbox, my mama was in my house, because my mom be at my house at times. Did anybody say that like, yo, damn, why'd you show up to his house like that? You don't know who at Axe house. Nigga, this is a 7-bedroom house I live in. You don't know who live here or who's not here. None of y'all cared. But when I put up him and his dusty little kid at the park, niggas like, yo, Act, you going too far. No, it ain't. Don't show up to nobody's house. No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
Now, he says it's been personal for him ever since he popped up at his crib. And he says that when Rory showed up to his crib, that his mom's was there. So at that point where you felt like your mom's was in danger and now you have to drop on him, what do you do? Nothing. This is why I'm saying it becomes an obsession, right? And I feel like the same amount of smoke should be had for Rory as well. Because what did you go there for? What did you go there for? Now, Axe says the reason why he knew it was him is because after the card was left, Rory tweeted out his zip code. Just randomly, just tweeted out his zip code. Which again, what are each of y'all doing? Now, this is my thing. My nigga, if you know for a fact that somebody's over there and they done violated your personal space, they done violated your home, run up. I would be more happy with knowing that Axe said, yo, I found out where he lived. I found out his route, where he goes, how he does things, and just ran up to fight him. That's more respectable than you taking pictures of his child and exposing him. You know what I'm saying? And then Act talks about, I got 50 guns in my house. Jadakiss had a good line about that. Guns must be on sale because everybody got them. Ain't nobody getting shot, but everybody got them. And it made me think. So what do you You put it out there that he knows where you live. He came there. He came to your mailbox. Now you putting it out that he knows, you know where he lives. Or do you want him to come back to your house so that you could do something? Is that what you need? Nah, nigga, if you on it like that, then get active. See, get active. See, that's the problem that what happens when people play these types of games. When you talking like that, you just doing too much talking. Now, yeah, talking is his job. Talking is all of our jobs at this point. You know what I'm saying? Talking is his job. But at the point where you so heavy, you know what I mean? You are so heavy on what's going to happen. Oh, no. Not, he said, I would spend $5 million just to see where he's at. Just to find out just to see what he's doing. That's why I'm saying he's not an op, he's an obsession. Because at the point where you knew he was at and you had to drop, why you ain't do shit? You want to know why? Because you know that you have everything to lose, but you also have everything to gain. So what happens is just keep monetizing the content, monetizing the content, monetizing the content, monetizing the content. No Omar. But my problem, and this is, another clip that I played lastly about this situation, and I'll tell y'all my problem with this after this clip.
Let me tell you this, and I just want to let people know how much and how serious I take this. If I could have paid somebody to be up in that fucking kindergarten class with his fucking kid, I would have took a picture there too. Remember that. Don't ever come to my house. Unless you're trying to play those type of games. If I could have get a picture of him while he burying one of his dusty ass like parents, I would have done that too. I don't care. He showed up to my house. I showed up to his house. We were beefing.
See, at the end of all of this, who suffers? Who suffers? A child and her moms.
I am so far removed. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. We are not married. There is no ring on this finger. My daughter did absolutely nothing. So whatever the is about, leave her the out of it. This is why I do not post her. This is why I do not talk about her often. She is my entire world, and I have to hide her. Because y'all are weird. Y'all are weird. Stay the off my page. Stay the away from me. Do not talk to me about whatever the going on. And leave my daughter out of it.
The women and children. That's who suffers. That's who suffers at the behest of stupid men. Both of these niggas. Yes. Rory, you went to Akademiks' crib. If you didn't go to his crib, because the only thing that I'm saying is like, for as much stuff as Ak exposes, he's never showed like the video. But if you had somebody go to his crib, then that was stupid. And you stupid for that shit. And you deserve stupid shit to happen. In Akademiks, for you to take time and pay somebody money, for you to be acting like you're some mob boss, to send a private investigator or whomever you had to be in the presence of a child, to be alluding to or threatening to a child, you would have had somebody go in the child's classroom and sit in the child's classroom and take pictures. What type of sick shit is you on, bro? What type of sick shit is all of y'all on? See, all this shows me from both of y'all is that y'all never been through no real shit. Y'all never had no problems with no niggas where y'all could not sleep, where y'all was dealing with certain things where you like, if I don't catch him, it's over for me. This goes to show me that y'all ain't never. Now look, y'all could say that y'all fought or whatever in y'all lives, but this shows me through and through that y'all ain't never had no situations in y'all lives that was seriously threatened, and y'all not like that at all. Neither one of y'all. Cause y'all playing for the algorithm. Y'all playing for the algorithm at the cost of women and children. Come on, man. What's up with y'all, man? What's up with y'all? It started somewhere, it's going somewhere, and it's probably gonna end in a different place. I don't know what Rory plans to do based on, seeing these pictures. I know what I would do. I know what I'm gonna do if I find out you taking pictures of my kids and my family and I can find you. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm going to dedicate myself to do. And I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to tweet about it. I'm not going to stream about it. I'm not going to do no content on it. What it's going to be is what it's going to be. Children and women who have suffered at the poor decisions of men should not have to. You know what I'm saying? Women and children should not suffer at the poor decisions of men. If y'all that much into it, y'all both in Jersey, get up and fight. Get up and fight. Bring one, just bring one person. Just bring one person so you, or bring two people to make sure that you don't get jumped. You know what I mean? Bring it, whatever, but fight. If it's that serious, y'all are both doing things successful in your own right. Whether people agrees with it or not, Akademiks is successful in his own right. Whether people agrees with it or not, Rory is successful in his own right. But y'all are not Opps. Y'all each other's obsessions. This is how I do it myself. For the ones that rock with me, know how we doing. For the ones that don't eventually will, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.